The Audi F1 project, which is set to take over from Sauber in 2026, has been hotly anticipated. With a winning pedigree and money to burn, many expected them to be the next Mercedes, turning up to F1 and competing at the front of the grid in just a few years. However, running an F1 team isn't easy, and things at the Audi project have been falling apart behind the scenes. Today, I'll check out how the team is falling to pieces before they've even hit the grid, and how one ex-Ferrari boss might be the man to save them. So don't go anywhere. The Audi F1 project is very exciting for Formula 1, a very huge German manufacturer that have competed very successfully in a number of motorsport categories. For fans and the sport as a whole, having another manufacturer of that stature means another team with the potential to fight at the front of the grid, which is something everyone wants. It was almost 2 years ago now that they first announced their takeover of Sauber for 2026. Originally, it was meant to be a partnership with a Swiss motorsport team, but in March of this year, Audi announced they would be taking control of 100% of the team, ending Sauber's 30-year F1 existence. A sad loss for a part of F1 history, but exciting that Audi thought their F1 project was promising enough to warrant that kind of investment. With Andreas Seidl as team principal and Oliver Hoffmann in charge of linking the Audi F1 engine project with the race team, things seem to be going really well. Just a month ago, all the news from within the team sounded incredibly promising. Offering an update on the progress of the new engine, Audi Formula Racing CEO Adam Baker said, "After just 2 years, our power unit, consisting of a combustion engine, electric motor, battery and control electronics, is running dynamically on the test bench. Significant milestones and goals have been achieved, which gives the entire team a good feeling." 10 days ago, they announced a massive technical partnership with oil and energy giant BP, who will supply the 100% sustainable fuel set out in the 2026 regulations. The petrochemical giant will also supply its range of lubricants and greases to the team through its Castrol brand, and has secured marketing space for BP, Castrol, and its Aral brand, which operates in Germany. From the outside, this looked like a very professional setup, with everything running as smoothly as would be expected for a motorsport and automotive giant like Audi. However, the bombshell announcement of multiple firings for top-level staff members has changed all of that. Reports emerged a week ago of an internal power struggle that was having a far greater impact on the team than anything Christian Horner and Helmut Marko could manage at Red Bull. Oliver Hoffmann and Andreas Seidl were said to be at odds and allegedly in a battle to get rid of each other. It is believed that Sauber's complete failure to compete in the 2024 championship has created tension, with Hoffmann putting pressure on Seidl to turn things around. The failure to sign Carlos Sainz has added to the tension between the two. The report in Auto Action said that Hoffmann is planning to sack Seidl and replace him with Aston Martin's Mike Krack, who would become Audi F1's team principal, with the German becoming Sauber Group's CEO as well as Audi's chief representative. But at the same time, Seidl is putting pressure on the board of directors to sack Hoffmann, as he wants his powers as chief representative. That internal struggle between the two top dogs has now boiled over, and apparently the Audi board got very sick of their squabbling. The finger-pointing and blame games over what was going wrong this season and what needed to be done for the future became too much. After 19 months in charge of the Audi project, Andreas Seidl has been removed as head of Audi's Formula 1 project and replaced by former Ferrari team boss Mattia Binotto. Oliver Hoffmann has also been removed from his role in the bombshell double firing. For Mattia Binotto, it is a return to Formula 1 after his ill-fated stint as the Ferrari team boss. He'll take over the role of Chief Operating and Chief Technical Officer from the 1st of August. Gernot Dollner, who has been appointed the new chairman of the boards of Sauber companies in the place of Oliver Hoffmann, said, "With his extensive experience of more than 25 years in F1, Binotto will undoubtedly be able to make a decisive contribution for Audi. Our aim is to bring the entire F1 project up to F1 speed by means of clear management structures, defined responsibilities, reduced interfaces, and efficient decision-making processes. For this purpose, the team must be able to act independently and quickly." Binotto left his post with Ferrari in the wake of a 2022 campaign in which the team's title charge faded disappointingly, the Italian being succeeded by Frédéric Vasseur. He had been part of the Ferrari team since 1995 and became team principal in 2019. Fred Vasseur appeared to be able to do what Binotto couldn't as Ferrari started very promisingly this season, but has since suffered from the exact same problems. Binotto received a lot of the blame during his tenure for Ferrari's appalling race strategy and ineffective mid-season development, but those problems have persisted since he was removed from the team. For Seidl, this firing is bad for a number of reasons. Since he left his team principal role with McLaren at the end of 2022, the team have flourished, culminating in them now having the fastest car on the grid. Since he's joined Sauber, the team's performance has plummeted. So far this season, they haven't managed to score a single point, and Valtteri Bottas sits 21st in a 20-car championship. When Andreas joined at the end of 2022, the team had just finished 6th in the Constructors' Championship. Seidl is said to have become frustrated with what he perceived as Audi's delay in fully committing to the F1 project, and in particular in reshaping the current Sauber operation. That had a knock-on effect in the drivers' market. While Audi have signed German veteran Nico Hülkenberg for the 2025 season, they have so far been unable to sign a second driver for next year. Carlos Sainz's perceived rejection of the team is undoubtedly a reflection on their current poor performances. Replacing Andreas Seidl with Binotto is being seen as a bold move. The newly created role of Chief Operating and Chief Technical Officer, in charge of running the Formula One team, will give him full control of the running of the Sauber team, something he never had at Ferrari. It is a leap of faith in a man with only 4 seasons of experience as a team principal. Ultimately, the German manufacturer's new project in F1 could be exactly the project Matteo wants and needs. While Ferrari's politically charged, trap-filled, rabbit warren of a management structure can make implementing change almost impossible at times, the blank slate that the Audi project offers will give him the opportunity to implement his own ideas. It is likely Binotto will spend the coming months assessing the infrastructure and team before working out how he wants to build out the new structure of the outfit. Only recently, Audi announced a significant number of job advertisements as they look to grow the workforce by several hundred to match the firepower of F1's big teams. In making the decision now, Binotto will have 18 months to finalize preparations for Audi's full arrival into Formula One in 2026. The Audi board hope his appointment can help the team speed up their rebuild and preparations, their recruitment of a second driver for 2025 and beyond, and improve the fortunes of the Sauber team in the short term to ensure Audi can be competitive as soon as possible in F1. Interestingly, Mattia could be the perfect man to convince Carlos Sainz that Sauber and then Audi are going to be a competitive team. His history as Sainz's team principal may get the current backmarkers back into the frame to sign the outstanding Spanish driver. There is, however, another driver who has emerged as a potential target for the team. With Mercedes keen to promote Andrea Kimi Antonelli to a race seat either this season or next, and Toto Wolff desperate to try and get Max Verstappen out of the Red Bull team, George Russell is starting to look like a spare part. With his contract up at the end of 2025, Audi are thought to be interested in signing him on from 2026 onwards. F1 reporter Christian Menath recently said, "If Carlos Sainz doesn't come to Audi, then it could be really only a temporary solution, because in 2026 the driver market carousel turns again. George Russell and others may be on the market. You don't want to spoil that with a Bottas or whoever. There will most likely be only a short interim solution." With Sauber's options for 2025 looking worse by the day, the signing of Kevin Magnussen or Valtteri Bottas on a 1-year contract would leave them with the flexibility to play the market in 2025 when George Russell could be a very tempting target. Do you think that the Audi project is going to be a success? Or are these firings a worry for you? And what do you think of Binotto returning to F1? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and until next time, drive safe and bye for now.